Y'all, what if I told you Kelly Rowland's emotional ballad Dirty Laundry was never about who we thought? What if the real man behind her pain wasn't her ex-fiancé Roy Williams, but someone way closer, someone in the circle? Well, buckle up, because former NFL star Roy Williams just dropped a truth bomb that sent the internet into absolute meltdown. He's come forward to clear his name, and in the process, fans are now pointing fingers at none other than Jay-Z. Yup, Jay-Z. And once you connect the dots, this story gets messy. From emotional abuse, industry secrets, and potential betrayal between sisters in song, we're diving deep into one of Destiny's most hidden chapters. Let's get into it. When Kelly Rowland released Dirty Laundry back in 2013, the track was a raw, heartbreaking confession. She opened up about being in an abusive relationship, suffering emotional manipulation, and living in the shadow of Beyoncé. For years, fans assumed the man in question was Roy Williams, the NFL wide receiver who was once engaged to Kelly in the mid-2000s. They broke up just 2 months before their wedding. And while the timeline seemed to fit, something never quite added up. Roy was always tight-lipped, until now. Just days ago, Roy took to social media to finally speak his piece. And baby, he did not hold back. He said plainly, "I never put hands on Kelly. I never abused her. That song? Not about me." And just like that, fans were left with more questions than answers. If it wasn't Roy, who was it? Now this is where things get wild. The internet has been buzzing for years with unconfirmed whispers that Kelly Rowland and Jay-Z may have had a secret entanglement, way before Queen Bey officially stepped into the picture. Sound far-fetched? Let's rewind the timeline. In the early 2000s, Destiny's Child was dominating the charts. Beyoncé and Kelly were practically sisters, young, beautiful, talented teens constantly surrounded by music execs and producers. One of the most powerful among them? Jay-Z. He was older, influential, and always nearby. Fans have long suspected that something happened between Kelly and Jay-Z during those formative years. The energy, the chemistry, the closeness, it was noticeable. And let's not forget, in Dirty Laundry, Kelly sings. "He pulled me out," he said, "don't nobody love you but me. Not your mama, not your daddy, and especially not Bey." That line had people side-eyeing for years. Who would tell Kelly something that specific? Someone jealous, someone territorial, someone trying to isolate her from her closest sister. Here's where the plot thickens, and the internet really starts speculating. After Kelly welcomed her son Titan in 2014, fans quickly noticed something interesting. Side-by-side photos began circulating online, Titan compared to Jay-Z. People were pointing out facial features, the nose shape, even similarities to Blue Ivy. One user boldly commented, "Why does Kelly Rowland's son look more like Jay-Z than Jay-Z's own son?" Y'all. The comments weren't subtle. This only reignited rumors of a past relationship, and possibly even more. Now, of course, Kelly's husband and Titan's father is Tim Weatherspoon, her longtime manager. They got married the same year Titan was born. But fans have questioned when their relationship started, and whether Jay-Z might have played a bigger role in Kelly's past than anyone realized. Still not convinced? Let's talk about that viral moment. At the premiere of The Harder They Fall, Jay-Z ran into Kelly on the red carpet, and y'all, his reaction was louder than words. The man lit up. Body language changed instantly. His face softened, smile widened, and he looked smitten. Like he'd just seen someone he hadn't stopped thinking about. Folks online caught the whole thing. One user said, "Jay-Z looked at Kelly like she was his ex, not his wife's best friend." Another added, It's giving baby mama energy, not Destiny's Child energy. Even if it's all innocent, the reaction didn't feel like someone casually greeting a friend. There was history in that gaze. And fans noticed. Now, let's zoom out for a second. Kelly has been very open about the emotional toll of living in Beyoncé's shadow. On The Voice Australia, she told a contestant, "Can you imagine what it's like being in a group with Beyoncé? I would be lying if I said it never bothered me. For a whole decade, it was like the elephant in the room." That pain wasn't just professional. Kelly made it clear in Dirty Laundry that the abuse she suffered made her feel distant from Bey. That her own shine was dimmed. But what if the elephant in the room was Jay-Z? Think about it. What if Jay-Z dated Kelly first, and then ended up with Beyoncé? The betrayal. The tension. The silence. Even if everyone stayed professional, that's the kind of emotional scar that runs deep. It might even explain why Kelly pulled away for a while, and why Beyoncé's inner circle got tighter. No drama. No headlines. Just quiet distance. This isn't the first time Jay-Z's name has been tied to shady history with younger women. Let's not forget the case of Rowland Satterthwaite, a man who spent over a decade trying to get Jay-Z to take a DNA test. His mother, Wanda, claims she got pregnant by Jay-Z when she was just 16 years old. Jay allegedly ghosted, and he's been ducking the paternity test ever since. Rymer's lawyers say Jay used legal loopholes to avoid being tested. They've even taken it all the way to the Supreme Court. It's been messy. And again, eerily familiar. Older man. Younger woman. No accountability. Just silence. Sound familiar? So let's bring it all back full circle. Roy Williams clearing his name opens a massive can of worms. If he wasn't the one who hurt Kelly, who was? Kelly said the man made her turn against Beyoncé. Told her no one loved her. Isolated her. Hurt her emotionally and physically. That's not something you just throw in a song for the sake of drama. And Jay-Z? He was there. He had power. Proximity. And now, motive? Whether the rumors are true or not, fans believe there's a whole story buried under the polished images and industry smiles. A story of love, betrayal, fame, and pain. And now, thanks to Roy's recent comments, the world is finally starting to ask the right questions. Phew. What do y'all think? Could Jay-Z have really been the man behind Dirty Laundry? Is this all fan speculation, or is there truth in the whispers? And what does this mean for the sisterhood between Kelly and Beyoncé? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. Because when it comes to the industry's real secrets, we're just getting started.